It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back. My bad when the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the San Francisco 49ers.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. Like 20.
Right there, 54 Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. Now Gurley staying down. Well, let's hope he's all right. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
A shotgun snap for gone. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Here's Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go, here we
Garoppolo
go.
going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Check. Fresno.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
You don't want no problem with me.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tight dog. 13.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's got a man. Complete. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry, 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. Oh, he shifts past him. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Slam, slam, slam. Take 4, take 4.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll run now with Brown. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Here goes tonight. White 20.
54. Mike, 54. It's our field. It's our field.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Let's get the ball. Check. Check. Hot route. Hot.
11.
Watch the screen. Pass. Joker.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here we go.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
12.
Shit.
Stay hot.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here we go.
58, boys. 58 is Mike. You remember?
White.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check 24.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll toss it to Breida. Gets past one man. And some room to maneuver. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
A run here with Brown. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Goff throwing complete to Kupp and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Goff. They'll find Everett there complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Here we go. 180.
56. Watch the flag.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I got you, boy.
Running right, here's Brown. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Malcolm Brown, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Check 13. Check 13.
Now Breida on a toss left.
Run.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Let's go.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
21. Kill.
They run with Breida. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Let's make these babies 65. Let's make these babies crawl a bit.
He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, switch gears.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Michael Brockers in on the stop. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
21.
Mike's 50.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 30. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here we go.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
11.
I'm coming after you.
Here's Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play,
Here we go.
I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers! Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Eric Armstead in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Mike 20.
Mike 54.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 23-yard line.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
21. Here we go.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
36. Check. Pick the edge.
Come.
Show an A.
Go ahead.
Check.
They run again with Breida. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
You think you gonna get this? Shift. Check. Lucky.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes in.
Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
Kill.
They'll try and run it with Gurley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room.
Jack! Slam, slam. Check three, check three, check three.
11.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Get ready.
On first down, gone. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
That's it. Big hit.
Second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Switch.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Here I come again.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 29-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
I got you, punk.
And his throw here's incomplete. Deebo Samuel, the rookie wideout, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Here we go again.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Undercrush.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to make it 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard
The
line.
LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? He's going to float this one deep right side. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
To throw is gone. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Goff now looks to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and now it's 3rd down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Eric Armstead. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
brings up second.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's a toss right side for Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Don't let him breathe,
Lock.
Mike's 50,
Looking to throw.
Here we go.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Mike 54. Army.
Gone. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. A tackler almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
So that'll back him up 5.
Come on.
So now on comes the field goal unit.
unit. And this will be a, shall we say, a rather optimistic try here. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this score will stay right where it is. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
Here we go.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot.
You better lock. Be afraid of me. Watch the safety creep. Stay hot.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's Breida. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
This is Breida. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Nice hit, boy.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Niners 32, Rams 12. Robbie Gould to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now it's gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Goff now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. This pass from Goff to Everett, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 31-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game.
Here we go.
You really have no chance to win the football game.
Check.
13.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Get him. No. Off. Whip.
Hey, alert.
Garoppolo's going to throw it. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I know you feel that.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Niners, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for L.A., they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. It's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, it's crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up in it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winner side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. It's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's.